right, so that was 385 pounds. I probably should have done a side angle just from the back with the black stretchy pants. It's hard to see their depth, but it felt extremely fast, and it wasn't even at the cool part of my song. I was like, dang it, I didn't want to reset. That's the thing that's going on in my head. But obviously when you compete, you can't use music. So probably in the 5th week, I'll stop using music for my heaviest sets just to kind of get in the zone mentally, but feeling very, very confident. It's always interesting when you start new programming, let's say you're squatting on different days, is like when I went into this workout, I was very, very tired of my hamstrings and my glutes, dead ass. But as you warm up and you get lubed up, then everything becomes easier, and then 385 just flies up like it's nothing. Now we're gonna go down a little bit in weight. Yeah. What is going on, guys? So today I'm starting the hunt for my new apartment. Living solo dolo. My brother's getting married. Congratulations to him doing old people stuff. So I'm looking at a couple places. My lease ends at the end of May, so I just want to be proactive. So I found a couple and we're gonna check them out. We'll check one out today. Don't really know where the leasing office is. 2? Not the leasing office. Mingle Basque, whatever that means, is down there. I found it. All right, so this is one of the apartments I'm looking at. This is, you said it was 873 square feet. Not crazy about this view of the Days Inn right there, but this is a 2-bedroom with 1 bath, so it's got, I guess this is like one of the bedrooms. You got a linen closet, smaller closet, bathroom, and then a balcony, kitchen. Pretty small 2nd bedroom with they put the gigantic closet with the small bedroom. But if I got this would be like the office. But yeah, we'll see. So this building didn't really fit my needs. I like the fact that they have like free parking for guests, even overnight parking, but I really enjoy about my current building that like the 24-hour concierge. I really, really like that, and just I just wasn't feeling it. So I'm gonna go look at a lot more apartments over the course of the next couple weeks. So I'll show you guys them if you would like to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna show you. So expect that, but now I'm just gonna go home, get ready for the gym, because I only booked this one appointment for today, but not, this place was not.
Doing things to make me feel the way I make it feel. How hard is it to let you know when I'm coming home?
Okay, so let's begin the questions and answers portion of this video. I'm gonna do it throughout the day, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I asked this on my Twitter, which you guys should be following me. I'm very, very active on there, at maxxchewning. Anywho, let's go ahead and get started. Drew Hoke asked, what motivated you to turn Ever Forward from a family saying into a clothing brand? First of all, Ever Forward as a saying, as a phrase, will always be just that to me. It will always, that's the core of it, is what it actually means, not just that it's, you know, on a cool shirt or something like that, right? So I wanted to create something. I wanted to create a brand. I wanted to do something, and instead of trying to think up a cool phrase or a cool word, or like think up something where I had to tell myself what it meant to me and then convince you guys what it meant or what it means, right? I was just like, this is the easiest thing ever, because this actually does mean something to me. This has been in my life forever, so why not share that with people? And if, you know, if I share what it means to me and people like it so much, then it's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be great, it's gonna do great things. And I never imagined that it would blow up to the scale that it is today. But I mean, there was just no other thing that I ever would want to create to share with everyone else than something that already means something very dear to my heart. So that's that. Jake Rogers asks, Max, and a lot of people ask this actually, is when you come into the UK, are you coming into UK expos? I don't have any plans to right now, but you never know. You never know when little old baby Max is gonna make it overseas and say, what's up? Roberto asks, if I never got into weightlifting, what would I be doing? Playing video games and eating candy. My hobby would probably be, I would still be working on Jeeps, which I did when I was like, 18, 19, 20. And I got very good at fabrication, so I learned how to weld. My friend taught me how to weld and fabricate, and I started kind of creating a business and building roof racks, building roll cages, building bumpers or whatever for other off-road vehicles. And I really took a knack, is that a right reference? I really enjoyed it, and I was pretty good at it. So that's probably what I would be doing, is continuing on that, and maybe Mad Max Off-Road Customs would be a thing. Thomas Harrison asks, Max, do you ever go on vacation? And I assume you mean like a tropical, like to like Cozumel or the Bahamas or something cool like that. And honestly, I haven't in a while. Well, I mean, last Memorial Day I went to the beach with my brother and stuff, but I really take all of my vacation days and whatever that I have for work, and I put that into networking and expos and stuff and meeting you guys and just growing everything that I'm doing. So I'm not really interested in going to any sort of fancy schmancy thing right now, because I'd rather use that time for doing what I'm doing. But you never know. You never know. I probably would like to go to the beach and stuff. You guys like how I'm doing this Q&A just like in public? It's like pretty cool, right? Summer 16 asks, would you rather go a year without Chipotle or a year without shopping for clothes? I already have a lot of clothes, guys. What a weirdo. Morgan Beverly asks, if you could only pick one exercise compound movement to do for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? I'm not sure if this is a serious question. Beverly, come on. The deadlift. If I couldn't deadlift, no one would even care about my channel. No, but seriously, I would choose the deadlift because it's my fave. Oh, look at this hair, no. It's my favorite, works the most amount of muscles, and it just looks cool, right? Mark Flores asks, do you do a lot of cardio? No, I don't. I don't do any sort of running, or if that's what you mean. And then he asks, what are the right kind of rips? And this is a very important question, might be one of the most important questions of this video. And this is the right one, okay? See this? See this little Ripley guy right here? This is a major key. If you get the rips, which I highly suggest because it's the best, and there's no little Ripley guy on it, you walk away. No Ripley, walk away. Walk away. Brian Swino asks, what's the best way to build a following? How to get people to view your videos. Now keep in mind, I'm getting cherry Coke, by the way. I really wanted Coke with lime, Diet Coke with lime. They don't have it. When I started making videos, I never imagined it would get to the point that it's at right now. And when I started making YouTube, and times have changed a little bit, it is probably a little more difficult than when I did it. And obviously I knew Nick Wright, but that was just circumstances that happened to fall into my lap at the time. But I just made videos. I never was like, oh, I need to get big on YouTube. I never thought it would get to this point. I just made videos because I really enjoyed making videos, and I just kept making videos and kept making videos and kept being myself and kept showing my deadlifts and kept showing my deadlifts and more and more and more and more and more deadlifts. And it just grew because I was doing it because I wanted to, not because my goal was to get a big following. And that's very key. There's lots of things you can do is network with other people. It really helps if people like your same size channel, because that's just generally how it works. But like everyone I've collabed with or something is because they watch my channel, they know who I am, or I'm friends with them. And it's very important because collabs need to be organic. So if you want to create a channel, that's awesome. It is kind of difficult to get out there, and I understand that, but do it because you love it, not because you want to get YouTube famous. Does that make sense? I'm gonna drink these. A big question I get because I film in the city a lot is like, how do you film in public, right? Because I just walk down the street and like, people stare at me, and it's kind of normal, right? But you just gotta not really care. You're doing it because you want to do it, not because these other people are like judging you for what you do. So if you wanna walk down the street and carry a big ass DSLR, I mean, you can carry a smaller camera. This is just better because that's the microphone, because you can hear me because it's windy, right? But like these guys are Snapchatting me right there. Okay, So I'm sitting down for this one because it's kind of a doozy. A lot of questions, like throughout, like every day almost, like definitely every single week, and that is Max. Why don't you have a girlfriend, right? Everyone has a girlfriend. You know, YouTube, if you're on YouTube Fitness, you gotta have a girlfriend, right? Well, I don't. So, the follow-up question to that I get asked, whether it be serious or troll, is Max, are you gay? No. And I know some of you will choose not to believe me, but let me just tell you that it is possible to not have a girlfriend, to care about how you look, and to not be gay. It's crazy, I know. Ryan Douglas asks, I'm having difficulty finding my squat stance that suits me best. How did you determine what works best for you? Honestly, man, I have still not figured out the best stance. The only thing that I have, I think, perfected for me has been my deadlift stance. And I really, really feel very, very strong in the sumo and the conventional stance that I do in terms of my feet placement. I have not changed it. You know, if I changed it, could I benefit more? I guess technically, if you want to, you know, get into that, but I feel very, very strong in there. Squat, I still honestly switch it up every now and then, and just, I know that I switch it up not even on purpose, so I need to find the best squat stance, but just over time, do the movements a lot and find what works best for you, whether it be the way that your toes are pointed, whether that be, you know, narrow, wide, whatever. It takes some time, so don't think that it's going to happen overnight. Hello? Pretty cool view. Okay, Ayaz S asked, tips on dealing with failure. Now this is something that I haven't really touched on probably much or ever in this video. That sun is bright. The sun's definitely my favorite planet. Planet or not, when that thing burns up, we're all gonna be dead. Anyway, there's been 2 points in my life where I thought that I truly failed, and I want to talk about them very briefly. The first was, I was an idiot in high school. I got terrible grades. I didn't even break 1,000 on my SAT scores. I did them twice. I didn't care. I was getting like C's in gym class for like running my mouth and just being an idiot. I had like a 2.3 or 2.4 GPA when I graduated, and the only school I wanted to go to was where my friends were going, and that was VCU, which obviously I ended up graduating from eventually. But I applied to one school, okay, VCU, and I didn't get in. I didn't get in, and when I got that rejection letter, or the hey, you're not good enough letter, it like crushed me inside. And I knew it was my own fault because I didn't put in the work in school. I just didn't at all. And that is one point that I thought I failed. And I don't see anything wrong with going to community college because I went to community college. And in my mind, it was good for me because I still got the college experience because the community college was next door to VCU, and I still moved downtown when I graduated high school, and I still lived in the same house that I would have if I went to VCU. But the fact that I had to tell my friends and stuff that I didn't get into college and that I was going to community college, and again, nothing wrong with that. I'm very happy I went, but I felt like a failure because I thought that everyone else was getting into all these colleges, that they were better than me and that they were, you know, doing great, and I wasn't going to do anything because I was going to community college, right? Because I failed. I failed myself of not putting in effort and trying and getting that rejection letter. I was so just like worried about what everyone would think about me, about Max the loser, right? And that was a point where I felt that I was a failure. And then the second one, before I talk about, you know, my thoughts about it, is actually the first full-time job that I got out of college. I worked there for a couple of months, and I was so happy to get a job out of college. You don't even understand, like a full-time job, right? And I was in there for a couple of months, and something happened, and this wind, though, a couple months in, and I actually got fired from that job. And if y'all ever want to know the reason behind it, it's a long story for me to tell it in its entirety, and it's a ridiculous story. Like, you'd be angry at the company once I told you the full story of why I was fired. It's ridiculous, and it's like it still pisses me off because I think everything happens for a reason, but I got fired from the job, okay? And when that happened, I immediately again was crushed because I was like, people are gonna think I'm a loser, people are gonna think I'm pathetic, I'm never gonna do anything in my life, I got fired, I'm never gonna get a job again. I was so worried. And the biggest thing I was worried about was what everyone was gonna think about me. And that and the getting into college thing were the biggest points in my life where I felt like I failed because I was so caught up on what everyone else would think about what's going on in my life. And the biggest tips that I can tell you to deal with failure is to know that when you were at your low, when you were at your lowest of low, or whatever your situation, everyone's lows are gonna be different, everyone's bad situations are gonna be different, is to know that it will get better. To have that ever forward mindset. And to not think that where you are in life and where you are right now is going to be how it is gonna be forever. You have the power to change like who you're gonna be, who you're gonna become, what you do. And if you get in a bad situation, it will get better, trust me. So how I deal with failure is to not give a shit what other people think. Don't get so caught up and worried about bad things happening and you just, first thing you're thinking is like, what is everyone gonna think? What is everyone gonna think? Because that's what happened to me. So how I deal with failure is I find out why it happened, figure out how I can change so it doesn't happen again, and just keep on moving forward, guys. That's it. Nella, you've been hanging out in this crate. Come on. You can lay on the floor over here. Come on. All right. Lay your back again. Yep. You miss the people? Hey, YouTube. Okay, so for the finale of this, I know you've been waiting for this bad boy forever, right? And that is the question of, Max, do you drink alcohol? You don't show it, you don't talk about it. First of all, I don't have to show you or talk about every single thing that I do in my life on this video, right? I show you a whole lot, but do I drink? I am 26 years old. The legal drinking age is 21 here in the United States. And yes, I drink. I do drink alcohol, and I've been drinking since I was 21 years old, okay? So I drank in college. I drank a lot in college, multiple nights a week. And usually when I drink, I usually end up drinking, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and that is because that's the only purpose it has for me, is like, that's just what the people I hang out with, the people that are my friends. On the weekends, that's what we do. We go to the bars and we drink, okay? So Saturday nights, you'll probably catch me out at a bar. Do I drink every single week? Not every single week, but likely pretty much every, like, Saturday night I go out to bars with my friends and my brother and my brother's girlfriend's friends and like my friends. When I go to Richmond, like, that's just what my friend group does. And you'll never see me drinking like a beer with dinner. I don't enjoy the taste that much. I enjoy like good tasting drinks when I'm drinking, but you'll never catch me at a brewery. I just don't like it like that. So I literally only drink with the purpose to be with my friends and to drink, right? So if you ever see me at a bar, you know, say what's up. We'll get like a shot of Fireball or something. But as long as, does it have effect on your progress and on your gains? Obviously, yes, at some degree. But I drank like 3-4 nights a week when I was going from like a 400 to 500 pound deadlift. So just know yourself, know how you handle alcohol. It will never be the best thing you can do for your gym progress, but you can definitely balance it in your life. I do it, I balance it in my life. And yeah, so does Max drink? Yes. How often do I drink? Probably about once a week on Saturday nights. And do I get drunk? Let's just say when I'm out, I'm having a good time, okay? So, hope you guys enjoy this Q&A. Leave some more questions down below. We out here, fam.